Yes, moving forward, first of all, just kudos to having done every scene in the play in the span of 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
Great job, everybody.
Yeah, so fantastic, beautiful work. The next part of this process is going to be the fine tuning. And I might be the most annoying person in the world to you, moving the feature as we do this. But part of it is to accomplish two things. Making sure that we feel confident on stage to the point that, let's say, I forget my line or I forget a certain action, that you as an actor know the flow of the scene so well that you can accommodate it and get us back there. Also, making it so that every single time we do it, it's a fresh take each time. Look at the anecdotes of Denzel Washington, for example, and Meryl Streep. Like, people say, like for Denzel, for example, that, every single take with him is like a whole new scene almost, because he just always clues into what he as an actor can do to keep it fresh, not only for himself, but for every other single person on there. So remember, like, imagine that you are serving your friends a meal every single time you're in a scene, and do you want to serve them the same meal over and over and over and over and over again? Do you? No, right. Even though the words are the same, there are different things that we can do as performers to make sure that experience is new for everyone involved. And so that's the approach we must take each time we give a line, each time we do an action. And I think that you're great at it, and especially like you're brilliant at making sure that that happens. Like, every single time you do a line, it's something new. And that is one thing that we can all really begin to double down even more on moving forward with that. And so that's going to be a lot of the process here. One thing too is that it's going to be a lot of line crafting, and especially in a show about poetry, John Donne, Shakespeare. That is all it is. It's just basically music without the instruments, or rather, you are the instrument. So that's going to be the next phase of our process. Now that we have our blocking done, great. We have built the structure of our house. We have the walls all up. Now it's time to paint them and add the furniture.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. So thank you all for a fantastic journey so far, and we still have a good ways to go in terms of just opportunities to get things done. So thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, how are you feeling today? That's great. That's just great. I assure you, this is not my standard creating. I tend towards something a little more formal, a little less inquisitive, such as, say, hello, curtain.
Clicking, enter.
Undetected in stages 1, 2, and 3. It's an insidious adenocarcinoma that is spreading from the primary adeneal mass of experimental drugs with
By
the target
cancer
specificity
natures
of
change
stage 3
course
and beyond
untrimmed.
administration.
No, that's not it.
Am I going too fast?
It was something of a shock.
Oh yeah, it was something of a shock. I had to sit down.
Please sit down. Your essay on Holy Sonnet 6, Miss Baring, is a melodrama with a veneer of scholarship unworthy of you, to say nothing of done. Do it again.
Took your course in 17th century poetry.
You did?
Yes, I thought it was excellent.
Thank you. We're an English major.
No, biochemistry. But you can't get into medical school unless you're well-rounded. But Baring was very highly regarded on campus. Looked very good on my transcript that I had taken her course. They even asked me about it in my interview for med school. Jesus.
What?
Yeah. I survived Bering's course. Yeah. John Donne.
Oh yeah.
Controversial. Sorry.
It's not that I'm controversial. Just uncompromising. Oh god, oh no.
Like, oh god, like, you know, like just this is an insular thing, and she's just there.
Blue Jays, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit more expressive there. Okay. Let's try that again, please. Use your eyes.
What's the line before that? Can we shoot the line before that?
I do not know, Dr. Kaliki.
Okay, so I'm gonna start then by saying, why do we waste our time?
Sweeping or magnificent. Not rounds as in a musical canon or a round of applause. Though either way.
And in fact,
When I turn, do you want me to like, so now is 45 supposed to like look at the audience
Nope.
or that one fragment of second when I turn while sitting towards the left?
I'm going to ask that we don't make eye contact with anyone here in the audience.
Yeah,
Yep. So no one here. We're the old life. Okay. And so when we sit up, let's try to swing in a way that we're going to, the second we get up, we're going to start to already turn here. So not two motions, not sit up, then turn, but a swivel, okay? Okay. Good. Let's try that one again. Same one. Then we'll take it from I made a mistake. And remember the last time we heard there, after she walks off into the light, is the last line.
My last line?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yep. Good. Perfect. So try what we just did there.
Can I ask you a question here? I noticed that one of the things she's doing is taking off her cap. What would happen if, while I'm checking her breathing, I knock her cap off her head already? Is that going to screw everything up? Do I have to be careful not to do that?
Yeah, we have to be careful not to do that.
Okay.
But if it falls off, not the worst thing in the world. That's just one thing that she just won't do when she walks away. You can suck that. Okay, great. Let's try it from I made a mistake. And just for the sake of seeing how it reads, Kaliki, can I have you here, please? And sorry, I didn't mean have you in the room in the dark the entire time. You could have upset.
No, it's good.
Oh dear. Can you just help just read off these lines with me? Like basically, we're going to ad lib here after he says, "I made a mistake," and then I'm going to say to him, or Joyce will say, I'll say it instead. Who the hell are you? Myoung-Hwan, primary nurse. Let me see the goddamn chart. Give it to me. And then then we start saying these things like what's going on? Should we stop? What's it say? What to say? Patient is new. One, I made a mistake.
I made a mistake!
She's no code. Patient is no code.
What the hell is going on? Who the hell are you?
Myoung-Hwan, primary nurse.
Let me see the chart. Goddamn chart. Here. I see. Oh, goddamn. Patient's no code. Kaliki put the order in her us yesterday. Shit.
No code. Get away from her.
Doctor, fuck up. She's fucking new rookie resident.
What's he?
Little louder.
Call the code?
Fucking DNR up here.
No code?
Or no code. You say, oh god, see? Oh god. Fucking doctor shit. Bullshit doctor. I'm just here. All this fucking motherfuckers is working long as fucking days. Doing all this shit.
I need a coffee.
Oh god. The second to last line of the play is I need a coffee. Sorry. That was funny. But good. Up and really trying to grow and learn something. The great thing about plays, as opposed to movies, movies are more forever. But plays, they only happen for a very short amount of time in the actual run. It's not always about the execution, while that is important, but it's mostly about the process. And the process is one of just personal growth and development. And it wouldn't be worth much of anything if we did not invest in that process completely. But everyone here has made an incredible investment in that process. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know that the audience will thank you as well after they see what that process has created starting tomorrow night. And just let your mouth just loosen your face up, let Siobhan talk us reach up, stretch up. That all these things are where they need to be on the stage. Okay, can you be a stand-in please for the light right there? Don't move, Jason, thank you. Seems fine. Can you say something, Jason? Your voice back there.
Professor Baring, how are you feeling today? That's great, that's just great. Very late detection, staged as a 4
Great.
admission.
Okay, thank you. Susie, can you try the same thing, please?
So Trey, this is the farthest I can go back. If I come back to the edge here, then I'm out of the light.
You're a little in the shadow here. So this is safe right there, yeah.
This is safe.
You want me to stand in the same spot? Or?
If you can stand, most of your lines are being delivered near the bed, please.
Yeah.
And in that back pocket. Can you just give us some lines, project out towards the audience, make sure you're hitting that back wall, boop, bouncing back at you.
Miss Baring, is that you beeping at 4 in the morning? Did that wake you up? I'm sorry, it just gets secluded sometimes. Oh, honey, of course you are.
Great.
I know, it's hard.
Great, thank you, Susie. Okay, collect in, please.
3 and beyond administration. Am I going too fast? Good. Now, you will be hospitalized as an inpatient for treatment.
Great. Okay, thank you, collect in. Okay, awesome. Can I get Joey and Corey on stage, please? 707.
You're right there, Jason.
Code blue, room 707.
The code.
Code blue, room 707. 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 Code blue, room 707.
I made a mistake!
Who the hell are you?
Stu Monahan, primary nurse.
Give me the goddamn chart. Do not resuscitate. Police team.
Yeah.
Order was put in yesterday.
She's no code. Get away from her. Get away from her.
Is the door open? Mm-hmm. Off, completely off. Off. Was that on the whole show? Great. Awesome work. Great job, everyone. Just one quick note, please do not stand anywhere near this light switch because that light, one of the lights came on at the end by accident. Someone was leaning against it, so please just don't stand near that light switch there, okay? Great. Thank you. But awesome. Let's see, right now it is approximately about 10:05. And let's just quickly go do some really quick notes. But first, let's give a big round of applause again to everyone. Then we all have everyone here. Great. Just come real quick. You can just maybe sit here. All right, quick. For the interview scene, Jason, one thing we're going to do is leave her legs exposed, okay? So leave her legs exposed. If you have questions, please ask me questions after we break everyone else, okay? No time for questions right now, okay? So leave her legs exposed during the interview scene when you walk out of the room. Also, remember you are touching her leg with a dirty hand. You just did an exam, then you go and bring her leg down. Either Susie catches that or you catch that. But remember, be mindful of that you just did an exam with this dirty glove that was just inside of her body, okay? Also, Susie, good handling of the clipboard when it wasn't up there when it was supposed to be. False alarm. Maybe we could do a little less time there and just rebound more quickly from the false alarm after you almost throw up that one time. Ground rounds. Remember just Jason Vivian that she's going to hold up her gown, okay? She's going to hold up her gown during that. Isolation. In isolation, I am isolated. Just to start that line sooner. I know that Jason's getting his gloves and things on there. That's okay. But yeah, I know he's getting his gloves on there, but start that one sooner. But yeah, and one just general note too is yeah, great job with everything, and just even more of that fire as well will be like awesome. But beautiful work there. Yes, Vivian, your mic did a great job the whole show. Just sometimes when you're facing this way, it was still a little bit cloudy. So if you can direct those lines a bit more this way as well. But I only noticed that in the scene with Jason, the 2-1 scene. You two have that conversation there, okay? And Jason, please give her time to say awesome. When you say cancer, it's. Just keep saying that. Don't ad-lib anything else after that because you said it's even and you cut her off when she says awesome. So the awesome line is not coming through there. That's that scene 2-1 where you're sitting here talking to her about that, okay? So just, it's, right, exactly. So let her get that line awesome through so we can make sure we have that clear. After you say cut the crap, Jason, and before Vivian comes in and says, will you miss me or whatever that line is going to be, cut the crap. Don't stand here and just stare waiting for a line. Like cut the crap and begin to leave and then prompt her. Give her that motivation to give you that line of, are you going to miss me? Great. Susie, with the popsicles, great delivery of that. I think the eating went pretty well there if you guys feel differently, but I think.
It's hard for me to finish it because I'm talking so much.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, and the thing about it is that you may not have to necessarily finish yours like at that scene. Don't feel too rushed with that, okay? All right? But I would say, if you need to, though, begin the line when I was a kid while you're opening the popsicle, okay? Yeah. So less delay there. Yeah, exactly. So no delay there, just open it right there. The laughter scene, great work there. And one thing, Susie, after Vivian falls asleep, you can continue to laugh. Because one of the things that will show, I mean, not for a very long time, mind you, but like a few extra beats more. Because one thing that signifies is that life goes on. you know, and so, you know, like, so here we have one thing that is past, but here's one thing that is persisting. So it's just one way to kind of reflect that change and the dynamic between the living and the soon to be not living. Also, Jason, that very last scene, don't wait. Like, you are the cue. Like, when it says, I made a mistake, you're the cue there. Okay, so if they don't get that second one in, don't worry. Like, just get that line out. Everyone else is waiting on you. Okay, so get that line out there. So I made a mistake, but everything else I think was fantastic. And one thing too, if we can, for the student scene, the one that Corey's sitting in, just push the chair back here so that Vivian has greater access to get to Joy from right here. Okay.
And in my scene, you wanted me to also push the chair further back.
Yes, just a little further back. When you, at the end of,
Say she needs to come for a test.
was it that one or was it the one earlier than that, the technician one, where we just needed Vivian when she's sitting down in the chair, that she was just a little bit out of the light right here. No. Exactly, so right here. And one thing too, it might be good practice for everyone to kind of tomorrow before the show starts to really get a sense of feeling when you are in the light and when you're not in the light. Because you probably can feel it like in your eyes. I have an advantage, I have my glasses so I can see the reflection of my glasses. But just get some more practice with that. But I think they went pretty well today of having, most times people were inside of the light. But yes, fantastic work, everybody. You have much to be proud of. We have come a very long way. We have a lot of ways to go in terms of making this show as awesome, because I know we're going to have it like today is 100, tomorrow is going to be 150, 200, 1,000. Okay, so go home, get some rest, take your vitamins, get some naps, whatever you need to do to make sure that tomorrow you're ready to give it 1,012%. Okay, and everyone, tomorrow the call is at 6:30. 6:30 here. I understand some of us have some work, but just be here. Our call is at 6:30 and 7. So 6:30 to 7, we'll try getting things ready and then having things filter in by between 7 and 8. Okay. So if you have work, I know that, but make sure we are here absolutely no later than 7. But the call is 6:30. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a good night.
Can I leave this stuff? Hi. Already?
Everyone a sound check yet? Dr. Chin? Okay. So we will also get our sound check in now too if we can.
But I mean, it doesn't show really.
Dr. Chin,
It's
to
actually,
534.
for you, it's looking kind of good
Yeah.
from here.
Dr. Chin. I like the bum bum. That one was good.
But it's
I just typed it in, right? So this comes like that. It's like finally comes underneath.
like this,
Yeah.
right?
And stick.
Oh.
That's the problem. And it's like a tape from the pharmacy, like sort of skin friendly. I don't know.
Listen, I have an idea,
Yeah.
but no, it will be visible. We could come with the pin under this wire and under the cap, because here it's not glued, and stick it to the cap.
Well, no, it doesn't show because the scarf
I have
will
one
come
clip.
like the scarf will come like that. So, well, like this. So it doesn't actually show.
I have a clip.
Okay, that's great. Should I wait here?
Yeah, I can try to use that one.
Solution, yes. This is a scarf that I got when I was maybe 2 or 3 years old. It's It's my favorite scarf or bandana ever. So all the pictures from whenever I was born that decade are like I wear this scarf for a little girl.
Perfume?
No, there's hair. You might be surprised, but there is hair.
Okay.
Is
that
okay?
fine?
Yeah, that actually might be just yeah.
Move your head.
If we need it. This side I'm just taking. This is good. This side is good. So then we have to fix the scarf. Like bandana style, maybe you can, but so that please do not make it like entangle with this metal wire, because I need to be able to take this scarf off at the end. Sure, yesterday somebody attached it or tied it so that I couldn't. It was actually kind of entangled through the metal wires. So we'll try to, and we can even cover the ear a little bit, like that. Yeah.
Tighter?
Yeah, it can be tight. So it lasts. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, that shows a little bit, but. But then again, I'm not like most of the time I'm facing the audience. I'm just like I don't spend a lot of time on my side. I'm not really. There's a couple of times that I'm like. But I
I'm sure we've got the fire if there's hair here, we can stick it. So.
Can we? What if we detach it? Well, it's maybe difficult to detach it and then pull it this way.
We can try this.
Okay, there's still some time.
We can try here.
Everything on stage. Isn't that the proper place? Okay, do you have your mic, ma'am?
I do.
Oh, I can hear it.
You can see my mic.
I can hear it more than I can see it, which
Yes,
is a good thing.
so here we are. This is my hospital room. Room number 707. As you learn later on during this play. I feel a little bit cold. The AC. Why is it so cold in here?
Because we want to make sure that once we get these bodies in here, we don't have to keep it so cold because it's going to start to really warm up.
Yes, okay. So, poisonous minerals. If poisonous minerals, and if that tree, whose fruit through death on else immortal us. If lecherous goats and serpents envious cannot be damned, alas, why should I be? Why should intent or reason, born in me, make sins else equal in me more heinous? And God, now I'm jumping, and mercy being easy and glorious to God in his stern wrath, why threatens he? But who am I that dare dispute with thee? O God, oh, of thine only worthy blood, and my tears make a heavenly Lethean flood, and down it in my sins black memories, that thou remember them, some claim as debt. I think it mercy, if thou wilt forget.
Sounds like good to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You?
Miami, Florida.
Okay.
I was just there this summer. It was lovely.
Lovely.
South Beach. I went to, was it no summer?
I mean, because I was emerging from a 4-hour operation.
No, that's like double piracy.
So when I was going to say that I was going to check on your book.
How do you feel? honor the nerves, honor how nervous you may be, but just also know it's just a natural part of what comes for great things, okay? It's just that feeling before you leap off the cliff and soar even higher. Okay? It's just that. It's getting you ready, it's adrenaline, it's fueling you. You might even feel yourself buzzing a little bit. Great, great, use that, feel that, enjoy it, okay? Now, the full birth of foreign theater right here in Shenzhen. Bend up, bend up, bend up, bend up, bend up. You are pioneers. That is a very powerful position, but one that comes with responsibility, but it's a responsibility you have earned and perfected over these past 8 to 9 weeks. Banner yellow, banner red, banner yellow, banner stop. And watch me, gently open your eyes. We're going to practice projection exercise. Just warm your face up. I know. You can just also, you can't slap your face right now, so we don't have that, but you can just. You can make some noises here. Get really ugly. Feel silly. Get the silly out. Don't be self-conscious. Do it. One last P, K, T, K. So P, K, T, K. Okay, so. Slow. Now, this is it. This is where we are. You've come this far. Tonight, every bit of passion, every bit of fire, every bit of motivation, ambition that you might have, that you may have felt in last rehearsal, tonight, wherever. Bring it. Tonight is a night to bring that. Okay? It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Bring it. This is the time to do it. Okay? That audience out there, they're the ones that need to learn what we've been learning this entire time. We've encountered severe and deep truths in this entire process. And it's our job as artists, as performers, to transfer that lesson to our audience and have them really experience that. So, every bit of fire you have, bring it out. Bring it. Bring it out. You are strong, you are powerful, you are great. And tonight, it's just one night in a whole series of nights in your entire life that is just further confirmation of those facts. Okay? So, ready? Let's start with our countdown, okay? 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody, bring it in. Bring it in, okay? Let's give him hell on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, give him hell! Here we go, okay? So
taking pictures of the temple.
Well, let's all be walking this way though.
This nerves are kicking in. You can tell. Do you know where the scarf is?
Mr. Baring costume. He said you put it in one of the classrooms.
Are you okay with the...
I'm just asking Oti that. You okay with
For the
that?
next shot, we would like to maybe just like spray it. So what's this for the scene? Can you try?
How are you feeling? Guys, let's go.
And welcome to our inaugural production of WIT. Thank you all for being here tonight. Absolutely thrilled to offer this experience to you all, our family, friends, some old, some new. And we are very happy to see you all here this evening to share in the creation of theater here in Shenzhen with us. This play is a part of Shenzhen Film and Acting, which is a film and acting organization founded by 3 friends and I here last year in Shenzhen. The purpose of this organization is to promote culture and arts here in Shenzhen, as well as to create unique film experiences and ones that you're about to see here tonight. Our production here tonight of WIT is one of my personal favorite plays. This play was written back in 1995 and won the Pulitzer Prize back in 1999. Mostly for its subject matter, how it deals with themes that are important to all of us. And I hope that tonight you have a chance to encounter those themes and really begin to understand where you may fit in the journey that our characters are going through as well. We worked on this play for the past 3 months now, and we have a very talented cast, amazing crew, and they've all been putting a lot of work in to make sure that this evening and all subsequent evenings are going to be as wonderful for everyone who is here. So, without further ado, I want to thank you all one last time, and welcome to Shenzhen Film and Acting's production of Margaret Edson's WIT.
Hi, how are you feeling today? That's great, that's just great.
It's the strongest thing we have to offer. And as research, it will make a significant contribution to our knowledge.
Knowledge, yes.
Here is the informed consent form. Should you agree, you sign there at the bottom. Is there a family member you'd like me to explain this to?
That won't be
Good,
necessary.
good. The important thing is you must go through with chemotherapy. Now, there might be times where you'll wish for a lesser dose due to the side effects, but you must push on.
You must begin with a text.
not a feeling. Death be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. Inauthentically fluctuating significant detail. Be no more, comma, death, thou shalt die. Suitable barriers, but semicolons, just the comma.
Life, death, I see. It's a metaphysical concept. It's wit. I'll go back to the library and rewrite
it. It is not wit, Miss Baring. It is truth. The paper's not the point. It isn't. You're right, John. Use your intelligence. Please go back to the library.
Yes. After an outstanding undergraduate career, I studied with E.M. Ashford for 3 years, during which time I learned by instruction and example what it means to be a scholar of distinction. As her research fellow, my principal task was the Albert Sinclair 3 edition, which I produced in the remarkably short span of 3 years. My book, entitled Made Cunningly, remains an immense success in paper as well as cloth. In it, I devote one chapter to a thorough examination of each sonnet, discussing every word in an extensive detail. I summarize previous critical interpretations of the text and offer my own analysis. It is exhaustive. Detailed examination, particularly the poetry of John Donne. The salient characteristic of the poems is wit. Itchy outbreaks of far-fetched wit, as Donne himself said. To the common reader, that is to say to an undergraduate with a B+ or better average, wit provides an invaluable exercise for sharpening the mental faculties, for stimulating the flash of comprehension that can only follow hours of exacting and seemingly pointless scrutiny. To the scholar.
I'll ask you about your past medical history. Have you ever been hospitalized?
I had my tonsils out when I was 8.
Are you having sexual relations?
Not at the moment.
Are you pre or postmenopausal? Okay. When did you first notice your present complaint?
This time now?
Yes.
Oh,
Say.
no. Stronger and duller. I can't describe it.
Okay, what next?
It was embarrassing to have to wear a nightgown all day long, but that seemed like a positive privilege compared to watching myself go bald. Yes, having a former student give me a pelvic exam was thoroughly degrading, and I used the term deliberately. But I could not have imagined the depths of humiliation. You cannot imagine how time can be so still. Grand rounds. Action!
Dr. Baring. Jason?
Professor Baring, how are you feeling today?
Fine.
That's great.
Or they have been the usual variations, subplots, red herrings, hepatotoxicity, liver poison, neuropathy, nerve death. They are medical terms. I looked them up. It has always been my custom to treat works with respect. I can recall the very time, the very hour of the very day when I knew that words would be my life's work. It was my 5th birthday.
I think I like that one best.
Read another one.
Death, capital D. Thou shalt die! Exclamation point. It's an intractable mental puzzle by exercising the outstanding faculty of the era, namely wit. The greatest wit, the greatest English poet, some would say, was John Donne. In his Holy Sonnets, Donne applies his capacious, agile wit to the larger aspects of the human experience, life, death, and God. In his poems, metaphysical quandaries are addressed, but never resolved. Ingenuity, virtuosity, and a vigorous intellect that jousts with the most exalted concepts. These are the tools of wit. If poisonous minerals, and if that tree, whose fruit through death on else immortal us, if lecherous goats and serpents envious cannot be damned, alas, why should I be? Why should intent or reason, born in me, make sins else equal, in me more heinous?
Give it one more time with an amazing pass. Take about 1, 2, 3. Technicians, fellow students, Janet, Corey, Joey, please step forward. Dr. Jason Poster, amazing crew back in the back. Let's give our cheers. Cannot be more grateful and more thankful for the fact that you all are the first people that we could share this experience with. We are extremely
extremely indebted to your kindness and generosity of opening your hearts and taking this journey with us. We hope to be able to provide similar experiences for you all in the future. If you're able to make a donation or sponsorships for our organization, that would be fantastic. We're just happy that you are here and you are present and you are enjoying this ride with us each step of the way. So thank you all so, so very much. Have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic evening, and thank you again. Have a good night.
Yeah, I've been to Kyoto and Osaka, but never been to Tokyo.
I know, right? What would he crushed?
Will be freezing.
Yeah,
That's the professor.
Where is the
Tell us why you picked this play. I think it does a really good job at balancing between sentimentality and intellectualism, and also having a chance to I guess, like, have suffering, like on display, but also the kind of grace and redemption that comes about through suffering. So it'll be a really cool idea to explore, especially as a first play, and hopefully also provide a challenge for us as an organization, and for the audience too, challenge them as well.
Definitely challenged me.
You guys at the bar so high.
Thanks, guys.
Start.
I was reading. I felt so bad. I called me to come in.
You did the right thing to come. Did somebody drive you?
I took a taxi.
Here, just sit here a minute. I'll get Jason. He's on call tonight. I'll get him to give you some meds. Well, I'm just glad I was here on night. I'll make sure you get to bed soon, okay? It'll just be a minute. I'll get you some juice. Some nice juice with lots of ice.
Lights! I left all the lights on at my house.
It'll be all right. Don't you worry.
Professor Baring, how are you feeling today?
My teeth are shining.
Vitals.
Temp 39.4, pulse 120, respiration 36, chills and sweating.
Fever and neutropenia. It's a shake and bake. Blood cultures and urine stat. Admit her. Prepare for reverse isolation. Start with acetaminophen. And vitals every 4 hours.
Jason, I think you need to talk to Kalikian about lowering the dose for the next cycle.
Lower the dose?
It's too much
No
for
way.
her like this.
Full dose. It's tough. And take it. Wake me when the counts come from the lab.
I don't know what to put down because I don't understand the question. I'm running out of time. The time for extreme measures has come. I'm in terrible pain. Susie says I need to begin aggressive pain management if I am going to stand it. Such a little word. In this case, I believe it signifies being alive. I apologize in advance what this palliative treatment modality does to the dramatic coherence of my play's last scene. But it can't be helped. They have to do something. I'm in terrible pain. Say it out, baby. It hurts like hell. It really does.
It's okay. With Paige leaking up here, we'll get him to give you some meds. I know it hurts. Just try and clear your mind. Just try. We'll get you a patient-controlled analgesic. It's a little pump, and you push a little button, and you control how much medication you get. It's very simple, Vivian, and it's up to you. Just try and clear your mind in the meantime, okay? Just try.
Dr. Barry. Susie?
Time for patient-controlled analgesic. The pain is killing her.
Dr. Barry, are you in pain?
Am I in pain? I don't believe this. Yes, I am in goddamn pain. I have a fever of 101 spiking up to 104, and then I have bone metastases in my pelvis and both femurs. There's cancer eating away at my goddamn bones, and I did not know there could be such pain on this earth.
I want a morphine drip.
But what about patient control? She could be more alert.
Ordinarily, yes. But in her case, no. She's earned a rest, okay? Start a 10 push, then 10 an hour. Dr. Barry, try to relax. We are going to help you through this. Dr. Barry, good. Excellent.
How are you feeling today?
So she just gets on No. Listen to what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. The code has been canceled. Did you hear what just happened? Let's go. No. Don't need a lifeguard. Listen to what's happening here. Just listen. No. It's been canceled. Just listen. I made a mistake. 7. Who the hell are you?
Sue Monahan, primary nurse.
Give me the goddamn chart. Do not resuscitate. Kalikian. Order was put in yesterday.
She has no code. Get away from her.
Oh, God. This is ridiculous. False alarm? What is he, a resident?
And before we take a group picture, I do want to say again, thank you all so very much for being here with us tonight. Before I had mentioned that, we thought about this being a great first play for us to do here in Shenzhen for a number of reasons. But one of those reasons that's also very important to me is the fact that this play was, for me at least, very important because there's someone very important in my life who
I think these flowers are pretty
but no, woman, Jill Ward, who is the mother of one of my closest friends, Jenna, and she had passed away 2 years ago of pancreatic cancer. And in her final week, it was her and I sitting downstairs in the family house. She was in her hospice bed at the time. And just her and I in the room, and she had said to me, she said, Trey, I know that you have interest in the arts and those kind of things too, and I would really want for you to share what this experience is like with people. What dying is like, and not just what makes it scary, but what makes it beautiful. What the transience is, how you can approach your own death with grace and love, and the responsibility that comes with appreciating the life that you had before that moment. So this play, in many ways, for me, is the first part in that promise. And I think, you have Vivian here, who is an amazing figure for what we all will eventually one day encounter, our final experience, as it were. And yes, we can go through life with having this sense that, okay, it is something that we should be terrified of, that we should fear, but it is inevitable. And it's a matter of what is your life going to be up until that moment? How can you contextualize your life with the acts of kindness, grace, courage, and love that you have really lived out for your entire time here on earth? And so I think that is a very important thing to take away, for me at least, from this production and from this play, from this beautiful story. And so I thank you all for sharing in that promise with all of us and helping make that a reality. And thank you all for having the grace and genius and talent and skill to really make that possible. So thank you, and thank you all. If they are. So
that's awesome. Man, what a good launch for SCFA too, eh?
Yeah.
If you're making a documentary of it.
Yeah.
That'll be sick.
So we're hoping that everyone has a chance to just enjoy as much as they can.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Thank you, eh?
Great.
Thanks for putting this on.
Thanks, guys. No, this is great having you guys here. Yeah. And the best thing about it too, she was able to, there were a couple of things that were different from other nights. She was able to just kind of absorb all that and just kind of just feed it back. So very talented. They're all very talented.
Yeah.
I really feel that it was made out of passion.
Yeah, agreed.
I feel like there wasn't like a weak link either. That was the thing. It was everyone was. I thought everyone's performance was quite good.
Yeah. Plus the audience were really passionate. They gave you feedbacks and with laughs and It's awesome.
Actually, I would probably give most of the credit to the audience.
Yeah,
Audience is really deconstructed. Yeah.
The fourth collaborator.
Yeah.
The most important. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you, eh?
Thank you, guys. Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna go separate, but we'll catch you
cool.
some other time.
Yeah. I'll see you, man. Hope to see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
See you guys.
No, nothing. Actually, my guitar cycle was right upstairs, so I'll look at this place.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough to do before next year. And then
People for the bed.
How was it compared to the other night?
I liked it because it was less cold.
What did the other guys think, Tyler and Steven? They still outside?
I can talk to you from here, like I'm in the audience. I really liked it because I could actually grasp all of it this time, or more of it,
Yeah.
She talks about kind of a lot of really complicated stuff, but I feel like seeing it the second time around, I was able to get some of the things she said and get more meaning from it.
Oh, same. Like me too.
You've seen it like 200 times, you really get it.
I know. There was there was one thing last night when the audience laughed, and I was like, huh. I guess I see that is kind of like an opportunity for that. Yeah, just things that I just would just completely gloss over, have to see so many times, and then
This you see it like the whole other time, which is great because when you do it again in January, it's just like so many more things you can kind of like tease out and stuff too. But
I loved it. It was really well done. Everyone did fantastic.
is people still outside?
Yeah.
Hi!
Hey!
Hello!
Good work!
Yeah, we're happy. How are you today?
I'm great.
Great.
Just getting set up here.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Okay. Just want my lighting to be good.
How was ours? Can you see us okay?
Yeah, you look very nice.
Oh,
very
thank
attractive.
you. Thank you. Yes. Well, first I want to say thank you so much for taking your time and to speak with us. We're very happy, very honored.
I'm so pleased to be joining you.
Oh, thank you. And we can do introductions first. I'm Trey, who's been emailing you, and directed the show and had a great time helping put it together. And then we can move over to here.
Hi, I'm Margaret.
Tell me your name again, I'm sorry.
I'm Jen.
Jen, okay.
And Jen is our stage manager.
Nice to meet
So
you.
Jen, you're doing all of the work.
Yeah, all the work.
Without the stage manager, it's just a lot of people bumping into each other in the dark.
Yeah, that's
But everyone helped a lot.
Good.
And here we have our Vivian Baring, Miss O.T. Bim.
Hi, so I'm Outi. I'm
Hello.
from Finland
Tell me-
originally. Yeah, my name is Outi, O-U-T-I. It's a bit difficult
Okay.
for most foreigners. I'm from Finland.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and I live here as well in China.
Great.
Nice to meet you.
And here we have Carol, who was our
Hi.
EM Ashford.
Hi, Maggie.
Carol.
It's a
Yeah.
really huge honor to do this. So thank you for doing that. And as Trey said, I played the part of E.M. Ashford, and it was a lovely play. Brought genuine tears to my eyes at the end. And so thank you very much.
Thank you,
Carol.
Carol.
And here we have Steven, who is our Jason Posner.
Miss Edson, thank you so much. This is really special pleasure to meet you this way, and I had a great time playing Dr. Posner.
Great. Thank you. Please call me.
Thank you.
Okay, and we have our other actors who are on their way. Some of them had late engagements with work, but they're going to come in. We're going to say hello to them when they get here.
Okay.
Okay, great. And but yeah, I'm just really happy we have a chance to speak. I know you had a chance to work with my buddy Josh Tappan as well a couple of years ago. At Indian. Yeah, and so he had a lot of praise for you and your ingenuity and your graciousness as well. And so that just shows in your willingness to spend time with us today. So thank you again. But yes, but we have a couple of questions. But if you have any questions for us first, we'd love to answer any of them.
Did this experience performing help you understand the place you live better? Did their reaction to the play teach you about Shenzhen?
Yep. Anyone want to take that?
I was so impressed by the huge response we got, not just to the show itself, but just how many people wanted to be there watching. As soon as our cells went online, and it wasn't even an official. Oh, I'm looking at the camera. I thought you were actually in that TV. As soon as we went online, the tickets just got snatched up so quickly, and we didn't know if it would be that way or if there would be a sort of lukewarm response. This is a city where my feeling has always been that it's a very sort of material city where people are too busy at work to sort of enjoy a night at the theater, but we could not have posted enough tickets because just everybody just wanted to grab them as quickly as they could. So I'm impressed by the immediate response we got by the city and by the community to this performance.
Is it possible that there were some people in the audience who have never seen a live play?
I think so. Yeah. I think there were a good number of people who this was.
Yeah. What you said.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. This was their first time, and for us, it was important that it be this play, and for me too, because something that was going to challenge us definitely, like as cast and as performers and crew, but also that was going to challenge our audience too. One that would leave them with a very rich experience, but one that would not let them off the hook. That would require like some actual thinking and soul searching and we had a lot, like after the show ended, there was just like this very stunned silence every night, and then I had to always start the applause because people were so like they were either wiping away their tears or just as they were telling us, really mulling over what they had just experienced. And so we were very just happy to see that was having an impact that I think is in some ways a kind of new experience for here in Shenzhen.
And she set up her whole life to protect herself from stopping, thinking, reflecting, searching, feeling pain, feeling compassion. So this energy, this super energetic pursuit of a goal that's outside yourself. In one way, it has nothing to do with your city, but in another way, it's very similar. That Professor Baring is unwilling to take the risk of stopping, of slowing down, of feeling pain or sorrow, of connecting to other people. She has her list of things to do, and she just checks off the boxes every day. And so in that sense, it's similar, in my mind, to the culture of your city, which is go, 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 and never slow down, wonder, pause, reflect, try to understand yourself, try to think about your own feelings and understand and express them. That as long as we're making money or writing articles or teaching instead of learning, we're going to be fine. But as soon as we stop achieving, we get very tense, we get very frightened. Because what is my life going to be if I don't have a series of accomplishments piled up? It's a question of what I do against what I am, who I am, right? And if at the end of the day all we can say is, I accomplished this, I made this, I earned this, I did this and everything, stop, slow down. How did you connect with other people? How did you respond to other people in a very deep way? Oh, we don't have time. Or in Professor Baring's case, we're scared. That's too threatening, that's too risky. To stop and really connect with people and to really understand myself, not doing that. Don't have time. Gotta go. Right?
Yeah.
Because they both think in the situation. They both think in the moment. And Vivian thinks according to categories. Smart, not smart. Shakespeare, done. Me, everybody else. Right? Ashford is able to think in a specific situation. So she needs to be very strict with the bright students. The smart ones, you need to really slap them around because they've gotten by so far on their cleverness and they need to become scholars today. So she's very hard on Vivian. However, once she realizes what the real problem is, she changes completely. And she says, the paper's not the point. And she's right, it isn't the point. But Vivian can't think that. The only thing that she can understand is achieving something and being praised for her achievement, not being affirmed for herself. So your character, whether you knew it or not, is expressing the very thing that you're saying, which is that who you are is more important to the world than what you've accomplished, than the boxes you check every day. who you are at your deepest self is what the world needs. And Ashford gives this advice to Vivian, and Vivian is not prepared in any way to take it. She's mystified by this. The audience, it practically is shouting, "Go outside! Go outside!" We're wanting her to grow as a person. And we're seeing that whenever she has a choice between being true and being excellent, she always chooses being excellent until there's no more excellence. She has no clothes, no job, no shoes, no eyebrows. There's nothing she can accomplish right now except to risk being her true self. And that's what Susie helps her to do. But Susie does it with great skill. Very respectful, very deferential. Yeah. She doesn't come on in and say, "You know what? You need to talk about your feelings." Every time she comes in, she gives an opportunity and then she backs up. Here's another chance, okay. And then when Vivian is finally ready, Susie brings out the popsicle. Are there popsicles in Shenzhen?
Well, that was actually funny you mentioned that. That was truly the hardest thing that for us to find. The hospital bed, easy, like, but the popsicles, the last rehearsal was when we found the popsicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even in England they don't have them.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yeah.
Well, they do have popsicles there.
But not like the double.
Yeah, the double ones. Yeah.
double ones.
I've only ever seen that once.
The ones you could
in
break.
Scotland, I think.
But you guys managed it really well. You got around that.
But it's interesting you mentioned that. It reminds me of this passage, one of my kind of favorite, more mystifying passages from like the New Testament, where like the rich man comes to Christ and says, "Christ, like I want to go to heaven," and he says, "How do I do that?" And Jesus says, "Well, you know, like pray, ask forgiveness, do all these things." And the guy's like, "No, like give me the real answer." And Christ says, you know, like give everything that you have, you know, and give it all away, give it to the poor. He said, because it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a wealthy man to enter heaven. And I guess when you kind of like extrapolate that statement, you know, he's referring to like an actual like location in Jerusalem, like an actual passageway, where like for camels to fit through this place, the eye of the needle, they had to take off all of their baggage and all the things that were on their back and their burdens and just had to pass through like completely bare, completely naked. And I think that's kind of one way, like you mentioned here, is like the whole process of the play is Vivian starting out with all that baggage, all that John done, all that success, you know, like on her, and she thinks it's, you know, like outfitting her and giving her armor, but it's really weighing her down. And it's like, and the play is a gradual kind of like, you know, taking apart, taking off, until finally at the very end she's able to truly, like literally, quite literally, you know, like walk off bare and exposed.
Yeah. Bare and beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. When the young man speaks to Jesus, he says, "How many articles do I need to write?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, what are we missing? You know, like you know, because I think that's part of the power of wit and theater in general is, you know, it's that mirror, and when you see yourself in it, you see your full self, and you also kind of see those things that aren't quite fully expressed. And that you kind of say, okay, I wanna spend a little more time, you know, like expressing these things. So I mean, like with all those things in mind, you know, like something that kind of continues the spirit of what WIT has established, you know, like with our audience, and kind of, you know, push forward with these conversations and these challenges.
Yeah. Well, please let me know what your next one is. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Can we also get that in writing, please?
But yes.
You can put on your posters, on your publicity.
Yeah, biggest fan, I guess.
And I think if you ever were to head down this way, you've got a group of adoring people here who would love to, you know, show you around and stuff. So.
And I think we've got a better round with your name on it.
Yeah. But yes, you have any other questions for us, Maggie?
No, I've just enjoyed being with you all so much. Thank you very, very much.
And thank you so much, man. We have just absolutely delighted in this experience with you.
All right, well, I'll see you next time then.
Yes, I'll see you then.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Wow, what an awesome person.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't get, I think, I think there was a line where you said you'd never imagined, like, people, you'd always imagine a person to be a bit dreamy and like that. And I've always expected somebody to get Pulitzer Prize to be really sort of like, I never thought I'd be able to have a conversation with somebody like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And she's so approachable.
Like last time you said she's 100 years old.
Oh yeah, I was joking. No, it was a joke.
I was so surprised.
So young. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe she wrote that when she was 30.
Yeah.
When she was a kid.
She's so inspiring. I need to write now. Like all her words, everything she said about like how we never just stop. Like this is what I'm like trying to tell everyone also. Like
Thank you for like posting.
You're welcome. Thanks for responding.
Thanks for doing like every crappy job that got thrown at you. Trey's like, oh yeah, we can give that one to Jensen.
I enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it.
Yes, you're awesome.
Like I told my friends I were happy doing this, and they said you can get a real job. Like,
yeah.
Like you, I mean, like they mean you can start a company and hire me.
Give me a job.
Hint, hint, give me a job, Trey.
I don't.
Yeah, I haven't received my paycheck yet either.
One of the interesting points of the play that I guess you really quite understand as fully until she kind of brought up that point about the audience really kind of being like the really big part of it. I know we said like that the fourth collaborator, but like but like in the sense.
But she stressed that even more.
Yeah, exactly.
I think all I like would have said to her was just, I didn't have a question. I just feel like so many things I've seen on like television and movies and plays and everything, it romanticizes the idea of death and cancer. And it's always like, oh, this girl's like, oh, her hair's falling out, and oh, she's like feeling a little bit sick, but she still looks perfectly beautiful. And like this play takes the exact opposite approach. And it's like this woman who's like throwing up on stage so much it makes the audience uncomfortable. Like she's laying on the bed screaming in pain and agony. And that's real. That's really what it's like. It's not like you're laying in the bed and a soft tear falls down your face. It's so unrealistic. And I get really frustrated watching movies like that because that's not how it is. So I feel like she really must have seen a lot of people in this situation, or just at least have a really good grasp of what it's actually like to go through this, because it's the most real I've ever seen illness and death portrayed. Like it's not pretty at all. It's ugly, it's raw, it's emotional, it's painful, it's beautiful in like a weird, sick way that you can't take your eyes away from, but in no way, sense or form is it like fancy and simple. And I think so many people just simplify it too much, and it's not. And she takes it and makes it like really raw. I really liked that.
It's true.
Just a number. She's just a chart with numbers, and he purposefully captured that, but made it like seem really real, you know? And it made you hate him. I physically hated him during the play. But that's good. That's like raw emotion. That's what you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to hate him because he represents a whole group of people and doctors that people have to deal with. And that's just what it's about.
Did you tell Steven that you couldn't stand looking at him?
I told him, I said, I don't even want to look at you after this play. I was like, I'm really mad at you right now. You were so mean to Vivian. You should care more.
Yeah.
But that means he did a really good job.
Yeah.
If I didn't feel that way, it doesn't mean that he touched me at all. That's really important. It's a really talented cast.
Oh, there they are. It's just the beginning.
Good stuff.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Creeping on your play.
Yeah, that's from Lizzie. You gave me the KPI on Wednesday. That was the thing. Lizzie, it's 10:30. Be with your husband.
Oh, Sunday.
Once the answer is yes, just tell her yes. I'll tell her so.
Toilet's running.
Yeah, I'm gonna press that button. You can probably use it anyway. I'm gonna press that button.